up YouTube? Dark Signer here, coming at you guys with another video. So this is kind of like a deck from like, I guess multiple tournaments. So yesterday I ended up playing it. I ended up getting the finals with me and my buddy. So I guess like technically it was me and him first and second. We ended up splitting boxes of like sealed boxes of display cases of the gold Eldorado. And then today me and my boy Edgar ended up getting top 4. We got some boxes as well. So like, I guess back to back. I'll show you guys his deck profile because he's playing Earth Machines. So like, his only loss was me, so like that's how you know it's really good. There's another Earth Machine guy that I wish I got his deck profile. Shout out to the boy, he knows who he is. But yeah, I'll show you guys this deck profile. So it's just pure Eldlich. I still want to show you guys the zombie Eldlich I was playing for a long time. I won countless tournaments with it. I just kind of got bored of like playing it over and over again, so I wanted to test out the pure, especially now that we have the Heavenly Lord guy. I don't even know his actual full name. Lord of the Heavenly Prison. So when this card is actually like super busted. When I first read it, at first I didn't see like how good this card could actually be, just because like the card is destroyed at the end phase, so you can't really like search out like any of your relevant like floodgates or like torrential or anything because it's just gonna get destroyed. But the fact that you can just search out extravagance is what makes this card so ridiculous. And then just like, well, I'll show you guys the deck and then I'll explain what I searched. And then yeah. So I got the idea from like, I think it was the case tournament back in Denver. But I ended up obviously tweaking it to fit my playstyle, what I like and what I didn't like from his deck. So obviously 3 lords, this card is ridiculous. It protects your back row, which is really important. I saw people playing this like in the one that puts a lot of floodgates. But it just didn't make any sense because the moment you flip them face up, he's no longer protecting them. So it just seemed like dumb to give him like free Harpy's Feather Duster, free like twins and everything. So I just want to play the ones that are like reactive, like Solemns and stuff, because like this thing just protects them up until I flip them. I don't want to like flip them and then they get destroyed, you know what I mean? So it didn't make any sense. And then obviously the 2 Golden Lords. There's times where I needed 3 of these, like in the mirror match. This card is so like relevant. Like you really need the 3rd one because one bad like Dragon Prison and you just lose the game. Because the only beat stick at that point becomes this, and you can't beat people with this. Which is what I also cited another card, I guess. But that's it for the monsters. 3 extravagance, like I said. This card is ridiculous. And then it might be on like a little bit of contradiction to play this with this, but so 3 super polys. So I saw the deck profile. The guy played like 3 compulse to stop like enforcer, but it just made no sense to me. Like, they're gonna chain enforcer, and you still have to deal with it. Like, you have to chain compulse to them using the enforcer, but most of the time they can play around you, like, you know what I mean? So this card just gets rid of the entire problem. If they summon Predator Plant, plus that you just obviously super poly, and just being able to clear like any board with this is ridiculous. Like, this card is so like it comes in the clutch, and then like there's a lot of situations where like I would search this off of the Heavenly Prison, and then your opponent just there like they know that they can't make a play because you're just gonna super play their board. And it just becomes like a reassurance for them just to pass back. Like, this is nutty. 3, of course, LM, obviously. The 1 duality, I kept trying to change this because this card was just weird. But I just didn't see a better card. Going first, you just search whatever you need, essentially. So it was fine. And then for the Eldlich stuff, so 3, 3, and 2. I never needed this card because it's pretty bad, this format. But you still want to play 2 because it's obviously gets you to your other ones. I didn't miss the spells or anything, so it's fine. As far as like the rest of the traps, so 3 Solemns, 3 Strikes go hand in hand, 3 Torrential. This card it's supposed to be good, but it's like whatever today. Can't really kill a lot of stuff right now. 3 Prison. This card is ridiculous. As long as you can bait something out, this guy just gets rid of any problematic card. It's nutty. 3 Goes in Match. Card was supposed to be good, didn't do anything. 1 Skill Drain. And 1 in pure order. This card's busted. This card is obviously really busted. And that's it for the deck. Like, I don't want to, like, I guess talk too much about like the backrow just because it doesn't make any sense. Like, everything's pretty standard here. As far as like I'll go through the extra deck super quick. So, 1 Link Rebo. This is only when they bring out like a weird scenarios where I just want like a dark. I guess like. I know it's level 1, but sometimes a lot of the tokens are level 1 that they give me. So against like dinosaurs, it comes up like I don't know. This card's just here just to be like a dark. It's like a super poly if I ever have like a level 1 on board. It's kind of like I don't know. Like it doesn't make any sense, but he came up one time today. I was playing against dinosaurs, and he had like Enforcer. He gave me a token, and then like with Lost World, and then I just made this with a token, and then I just obviously superpoly. Cause he didn't have another dark, so yeah. And then 2 Link Spiders comes up, Barricade Blocker, just because like you get back your L-lands. 1 Sucker. I made this once today. I made it, and then I added back the Lord, and then I attributed his monsters to summon off of this effect or whatever. Like, cause people forget that you can attribute their monsters to summon your zombies. 1 Unicorn, obviously. For the Exceeds. Shout out to Edgar. This guy did so many games, dude. Cause like, so the 2 Lords, like 35 and 25, is obviously 6,000, and I'm just burning for the 2K. It came up a lot. 2 Starving Venoms, obviously. 2 Mad Lords. I should only be playing, like, realistically only 1. Just because it's only really here for the mirror match, because the mirror match is, like, dreadful. But a lot of times you just make this in the mirror match, and then you, like, win. The 1 Predator Plant, 1 Mud Dragon, and then this is against Prank Kids. I just don't want to deal with the board, even though it's pretty easy to break. As far as side deck, this is, like, the best card, like, for sure is in the side deck. 3 Lava Golem. This thing is, like, it deals with literally everything. It's obviously a 2-for-1, and the thing is, like, you just, like, I don't know, this thing does nothing to you. It's just, I don't know, it's just broken, because, like, against, like, everything, this card was just ridiculous. Even against, like, weird shit, like Flunderies, like, when they didn't have the statue up, I just, like, brought it. I had, like, Dark Samorg, like, Impin, and just dropped it on it. And then, like, just so many people just lost to this card. This card is nutty, like, it's so good. 3 Inspector Border. This card. Like, I don't know how that guy didn't play it. Like, he was playing, like, Broken Line and some other weird cards. This card is ridiculous, dude. Like, in so many decks, you just summon this and have, like, backrow and you just win. Like, you don't really care about the Heavenly Lord, because a lot of the time you could, like, reveal him and then summon this. And yeah, you won't be able to summon the Heavenly Prison, but, like, you don't care. Your backrow's protected, you still have this, and they have to get past the backrow. Like, this card is ridiculous, dude. This card right here, like, ends games, dude. Like, this card is, oh my god. I had this, like, the guy had, like, a full board of, like, Flunderies, and I just summoned this, and he just lost. Like, literally, dude, like, he couldn't clear anything. I just had a backrow for days, and he couldn't do anything. Like, literally, the game just ended. This card is so dumb, dude. Like, against everything, like, everything. Just summon this, and you just win. 1 Pankratops was broken. This is probably the best card, too. Just share rides. I saw a lot of people playing, like, Sky Striker and stuff like that. And, like, decks that just have a natural, like, advantage game, so they just kind of, like, it's like a real nutrition game, and they just keep adding cards and stuff. This card is just ridiculous, you know what I mean? Like, it just lets you, like, outgrind them, which is kind of, like, against, like, Sky Strikers. All those matchups were, like, they just keep adding and stuff. It just lets you outgrind them. And that's why it's here. This card is so good. Like, so good. Like, this card is really good. 1 Harpies Duster, obviously against backrow decks. This is, like, probably the card of the format. So many decks don't have an out to this card. Like, so many of them have, like, monster negation, and you just do this, and you just, like, auto win. Like, it's, like, everything, dude. I literally use this on everything, and just, like, win. And then, or Macrocosmos. So when you go first, you just flip this against most decks. You can always clear this, you know what I mean? Once you have your, you can use your Lord stuff, and then once you have access to Lord, like Engrave or something, you can just get rid of this, you know what I mean? So it's, like, super easy to get rid of this, like, whatever. And this card just, like, it just auto wins a lot of games. You can just always, it's so easy to get rid of, you know what I mean? And this card is just ridiculous. Like, honestly, like, I don't know. As far as the side deck, like, everything was pretty perfect. And yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And peace out, guys.